Hi, welcome back to my channel, Open the Door. Today is episode 32, Unlocking Your Inner Child. So what's all this talk about the inner child and why is it so important? You're going to find out in just a minute here. The inner child is a psychological term that represents aspects of our personality, our emotions, and our memories associated with childhood. And it's often associated as well with feelings of innocence, curiosity, creativity, and vulnerability. So the concept suggests that each of us carry the emotional memory of both negative and positive childhood experiences. And our inner child can influence our thoughts, our feelings, and behavior without us realizing it. So it's one reason why it's important to tap into it. There are some therapeutic approaches that use the inner child concept to explore and heal past emotional wounds and traumas. And you'll hear a little bit more about that later too as well. So the inner child work allows us to integrate all parts of ourselves and bring our emotional self into balance. So the characteristics of our inner child include these things: innocence, a sense of purity and openness; curiosity, a natural sense of wonder and exploration; creativity, spontaneous and imaginative approach to life; emotional vulnerability, a capacity to feel deeply and authentically without censure; a playfulness, willingness to engage in activities purely for the joy and pleasure of it. And authenticity is another characteristic of our inner child, where we're able to be true to our real self without the layers of social conditioning. Sensitivity is another aspect of our inner child, where we have a heightened awareness of our emotions and experiences. And there's a healing potential. The inner child holds the key to healing past wounds and trauma, which is why it's so important to think about and foster and heal our inner child. So emotional healing, as I said, that occurs when we delve into our inner child and work with issues that are related to past trauma and emotional childhood wounds. The feelings that can come up that need emotional healing related to our inner child might include things like suppressed emotions, depression, anxiety, or even other mental health issues. Another reason fostering and healing our inner child is important is due to our self-awareness, and by engaging with our inner child, it brings unconscious patterns and behaviors to light. And then we're able to start to form an understanding of these patterns, which enables us to make conscious choices instead of reacting based on past conditioning. Another reason it's important to foster and heal our inner child is improved relationships. So when childhood issues are resolved, we're less likely to project unresolved conflicts onto our current day relationships and interactions with others. It also brings about increased self-esteem. So often negative self-beliefs that we have are rooted in our childhood experiences. And by fostering and working on healing our inner child, we're able to cultivate a more positive self-image and self-esteem. Another important aspect of healing the inner child is it creates enhanced creativity. So it unlocks creative potential, and the inner child-like qualities like playfulness and spontaneity come forth into the surface. Well, you hear crazy. A better coping mechanisms are also a benefit of healing our inner child, where we gain healthier coping skills, which leads to greater resilience and stability. And personal empowerment. I did a whole episode on that. Our inner child work fosters feelings that we're more in control and have a more stability in our emotional state. So, how to tap into your inner child? Okay, it's a list of 10 things, so I'll start right now. Number 1, create a safe space. Find a quiet, safe environment where you're able to relax and focus on your inner world without distractions. And then once you've created the space, reflect on your childhood memories and focus on both the positive and negative memories to start to help understand what your inner child needs, desires, and what wounding is there that may need addressing. Another way to tap into your inner child is engage in playful activities, imaginative play. Think of things you did as a kid and do it now. Imaginative play, drawing, building blocks, playing games. And for me recently, I saw a swing set when I went to a park to spend an afternoon reading a book. And I just, even though there was people around, I pushed past my fear of others, judging me for doing this, and I just went for it. And I went over to the swings, and I did all the things I could remember to do on this. I didn't stand on the swing, but I swung as high as I could. I just pushed and pumped with my feet and my arms, and it felt so good. And then when I stopped swinging for a while, then I did the spinning thing where you turn the swing and you try to get it to spin back the other way. Well, anyways, it was loads of fun, and the kids around me enjoyed watching me do that. So, anyways, childhood, engaging in playful activities is a lot of fun, and your inner child will love you for it, believe me. So moving on our list here of how to tap into our inner child, journaling, write letters to your inner child and express feelings, thoughts, and experiences that might have been suppressed. And that'll kind of help you, again, gain a deeper understanding of your inner child and validate your inner child's emotions. Another tip for tapping into your inner child would be to meditate and visualize, to meet and interact with your inner child. And use this. You've got your safe and comfortable environment where you can have this conversation with your inner child. And most of all, offer love, reassurance, and understanding to your inner child. Practice self-compassion. Acknowledge the feelings and validate the experiences that come up as you're going through this inner child reflection. And treat yourself with the same kindness and understanding that you would a child. No judgments. Keep the judgment out of it. Seek therapy. There are specialized therapists who do inner child work, and their professional guidance and support can make all the difference. So as I mentioned in every episode, it's very important that if you find you're dealing with emotional issues or conflicts that you can't seem to resolve on your own, or you've tried talking to people and you don't feel like you're getting anywhere, please seek therapy and professional support. And it's very affordable, and they do take payments, I know, because I've been a patient myself. Express your creativity through painting, writing, dancing, playing music, any activity that feels creative for you, where you're able to connect with your inner child's sense of wonder. And setting boundaries, knowing to say no to certain situations or people that trigger negative childhood memories, and instead create a nurturing and safe environment to protect your own well-being. And number 10 on our list is nurture self-care. So prioritize self-care rituals that soothe and comfort, like a nice warm bath, reading one of your favorite books at bedtime, spending time, of course, in nature, whether that's just walking or playing on the swings. But when it comes to self-care and your inner child, do for yourself like a parent would do for their child. Okay. So, in close, the nurturing and healing of your inner child is important for these reasons. It's crucial for your emotional well-being and personal growth, for a more balanced and fulfilling life. Working on and with your inner child helps resolve past traumas, reducing your anxiety and depression, and then you're not carrying around this trauma for the rest of your life. It enhances our self-awareness and boosts our self-esteem by addressing and removing these negative self-beliefs that are instilled in us through childhood experiences. And it helps us gain better coping mechanisms, which leads to personal empowerment. And the last thing I have on my list about why nurturing and healing our inner child is important is because it unlocks our creativity and playfulness. So I hope you'll keep all these things in mind and consider doing some inner child work if you haven't already. It kind of goes hand in hand with all these other topics that I've been covering on my channel. And I have an idea of the order and sequence of the topics that I'd like to cover, and I kind of waited on this one for a little while before I could cover a few others. So This is our episode for today. And thanks again for joining me. Those who are returning, and for my new subs, welcome to the channel. There's lots of videos already for you to choose from to watch and hopefully learn a few things from. So thanks again, everybody. I'll be back soon, I promise. Stay well. Take good care of yourselves. I wish you peace, love, and light. And I'll see you again soon. Bye for now.